You know, you're going somewhere and someone tell you, I really love your fragrance. Oh, that's amazing, that's a great compliment. But did they buy it? Because there's a step between saying it smells nice, but actually putting the money on the fragrance. That's the best compliment. Wow, wow, wow. Something happened between us. This is Clemence. I talk about fragrance. Let's go. I'm in such a good mood, guys. I'm telling you when I'm in a bad mood, but I need to tell you when I'm in a very good mood. I don't know why. It just came out like this. That's the beauty of it. Actually, I do know a bit why. I've got a new pants. You can't see. That's a pants like this, you know, like kind of vinyl stuff. I'm gonna die if I do that, but yeah, that kind of pants. You see? Oh my god, I'm scared. It's great. Yeah, I bought it in charity. Never ask me where I did buy my clothes because I don't know. I buy everything in charity and this is the best thing I do. Great for ecology and I love the hunting of the clothes in charity. It's amazing. Anyway, I love that. So yeah, I'm feeling very comfy in that pants. Maybe that's why I'm in a good mood. Actually, I woke up, I was like, can't wait to wear the pants. What's happening to me? Oh dear. Okay. And same, I bought this in charity as well. £2. £2, the pants, £3. Right, let's start by the one that worked the most. Actually, the one that inspired that video is Gozo Jeroboam. There's a tiny bit left. Clemence needs to buy another one. Why do I call myself Clemence? That's weird. Really, I really love this. It's a number floral that does have a smell that smells a bit plasticky, but in a good way. A lot of depth for me, but at the same time, it has that plastic Barbie doll vibe, and I have to say I really love that. I fell in love the first time I smell it, especially I think like if you like fragrance like Thierry Mugler, very intense, very warm, but at the same time very sexy. These bottles are amazing. I usually take them everywhere because it's really nice to put in my handbag. My handbag are very tiny, so I need tiny fragrance, so that's great actually. Fragrance is one of my most complimented since I've got it. I never seen that amount of compliment. Every time I wear it, I have compliment, and that's why now when I go out, most of the time I wear this. I'm going to an event. What event was that? Creed event. We meet Aneta. Perfume of Love Aneti. I put the Instagram and everything in the description as well. So Aneta, she's so sweet. I love this lady. Every time I see her in the event, we actually have nice discussions. So it's nice. Anyway, so we see each other and she says, oh my God, like you smell amazing, blah, blah. I don't know how he came out to that discussion, but I got out the fragrance and I'm like, this is what it is. She looks at it, she really likes it. I think she noted the name and stuff. And there was also Brandon from More Brand Sense on Instagram. He's more like a TikToker, Brand Sense, but anyway. So I love Brandon as well. He's so sweet, such a fun, sweet guy. Anyway, and then he's like, yeah, that's amazing. And I remember, like, oh, it smells gorgeous. And I resprayed, and he asked me to show me again the bottle. And a few days after, I see Aneta's story, and she bought the fragrance, and I was like, wow, best compliment. I was like, woo! And I think Brandon was thinking about it. I'm not sure if he bought it, but I know he really loved the scent. Like every time I go to Harrods and everything, I see the bottle is empty. It's sold out all the time. It's not the first time I get that, because like there was also like a friend of mine that smelled that fragrance when I smelled it and bought it after. So it's really like a serial lover. Oh, cringe. The recent one that some people bought it after. Of course, when I say bought it after, I'm talking about in real life. I'm not talking about because that's my job and people buy my recommendation. No, that's too easy. No, we're talking about me going in the street and people buy it after. That's what it is. Monothem, and it's Monet. So this is a new discovery. We actually bought it with Edwin when we were fragrance shopping in TK Maxx. We were just looking for socks for him. And we, of course, I get attracted like a fly on the wall to to the fragrance section, and I'm going there, and I see this, and I'm like, Monet. I love it. It's usually my favorite kind of accords for summer. If you have this oil that smells like a suntan lotion, you know, like it's just a flowery suntan lotion to tropical mood. I don't know. I love Monet scent, so I read Monet, and I'm just like, £9. I get it. I think full price. I checked for you. It's like £15 full price online, so it's a great price. It's a great price for it. It's actually, I really want to wear that today. It smells exactly like Monet. That's it. The first time you spray, you do smell a bit that hairspray vibe. It's, you know, like, what do you expect? You know, £9.
What did you expect?
A lot of people bought it after I talked about it on my stories, which is nice, and they gave me good feedback. But the best story is Edwin, actually. I would love him to tell you that story, but he's working until very late tonight, so he doesn't mind to wear floral fragrance. He doesn't mind, you know, like, because it's true that when you smell it, it does smell like a little bit more feminine, but I have to say I really love that on him. I think it's like just a happy mood. Anyway, he really likes that, so he wears that sometimes to time to go to work. Every time he wore it, there are actually some people that told him that it smells amazing. After he came to me, he said, oh, the girls that told me I was smelling that, they bought the fragrance. They went to TK, they bought the fragrance. I was like, what? Girls can do anything. That's quite funny. It was quite a long time ago. I do have just a little bit left of this. I think it's discontinued, which I'm very sad about. It's like a musky vanilla scent, cloudy vanilla. Sorry, I'm very close to the screen if it's still available, but I don't think so. Naughty No Silk got that. But most of it, I can see eBay. Hein? So when you see eBay, vanilla, but a lot of pear. I'm a sucker for pear fragrance. I think it gives something a bit candid, a bit like fun, you know, but young as well. I was working back in the time in Chanel. And I remember there was this new girl, she was from an agency. We did have a lot of agency in the boutique because most of the time I was working in different boutique, official boutique in Chanel. I was the fragrance expert, so I was doing events and stuff, but of course I would be there to work also, you know. There was this girl that arrived the first day and she was very sweet. Yeah, we started talking, blah, blah, blah. She said to me, she said, oh, you smell, can I just say, you smell amazing. At first I saw like this is terrible, but you know, like when agency come here, usually they want a job, you know, as well. They would like a job in Chanel, so usually you get a lot of girls that are coming and are trying to compliment you. So I was like, and then she started to get more interested. She came to get a phone and to write it in the notes, and I was like, she's actually serious? I was like, oh, wow. But I was also scared because, you know, in Chanel, you have to wear Chanel fragrance, obviously. It was totally forbidden for me to do that. And I have to say, I have a tendency to not follow rules. And when she asked me that, I was also like, busted. And she bought it after, and she was really happy about it. So it made my day because... Voilà. Scherzo, I'm not going to talk too much about this because this is my signature scent. It's obviously the fragrance I talk the most about on my channel, but I have to talk about it when I talk about that. Such a long time ago now, I'm wearing this. My colleague bought it after me, which I was a bit... You know, if you come to me and you buy the fragrance after me, I would be very happy. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, that's my job. But back in the time, like I didn't have much fragrance. I found this in the gem and the day after she bought it. And I have to say there was a part of me like, because we were seeing each other every day. I'm ashamed. Jess, if you see that video. I don't think she will. Ariana Cloud. I made a whole mess in my workplace actually because of this. Like one day I arrived to Boots, I see that, I see it was just the beginning of the trend where people were starting to say they smell like Baccarat Rouge. Me, before buying, I was not aware. I just bought it because it was cute. I still don't think it does that much, you know. For me, it's much more sweeter. I smell much more like that cotton candy vibe. I can see, but I wear that, I go to work, and then the drama arrives. Everybody smells me. Obviously, I'm not discreet at all this time. And people are like, what are you wearing? I think 3 of my colleagues. The next day, everyone was smelling this, but it's not discreet. Like, I arrived at work, I was like... I'm gonna get killed for that. And I did, because my boss after came and was like, "That's no, guys, like you can't do this." I still like it, but I cannot smell like a dupe of Baccarat Rouge. It's no. And Manifesto L'Elixir, this was, I think I was really upset. I think I told you that story, but I was wearing that when I was studying perfumery and cosmetology. I arrived at school and I wore that. Listen, I was a student, I earned 0, very poor. My choice of the week was to buy bread and mayo or buy my train ticket. I think I bought that with my birthday money. I'm wearing my stuff, you know, and everyone's like, "Oh, who sprayed this? This is so strong." Like, obviously I was intoxicating the whole classroom. Some classmates actually complained about my fragrance. It's a huge tuberous scent, you know, so I understand, but how gorgeous it is. And a few days after, like, I arrived to school and I'm like, who is wearing Manifesto? Bear with me, we were only girls, it was war. Another girl bought it, and then every day she was coming to the class, intoxicating the whole classroom. I felt so ununique. And every time there was one of these girls, she was like, "Hey, sorry," because I was respraying. I said, "Can I have a spray? Can you have a spray?" I was like, "Yes, of course." And then after I was like, "This is the only thing I have." This is the only thing I have. I live in 9 meters square. Every time you spray my fragrance, it's like you're taking a part of my soul. Just to let you know, if you're coming to me to discuss with me, by the way, you can always discuss with me if you find me somewhere. I'm always happy to discuss with people. If you asking me, "Can I have a spray of your fragrance?" I would always say yes, and I would be very happy to, just to let you know. And I've got plenty of scent now, so I can share. But back in the day, Anna, did I purchase fragrance after smelling on someone? Actually, I don't remember. I sit down in front of my collection during quite a few moments, and I was like, did I? Something that you smell on someone cannot smell the same on someone else. So I usually don't do that. My biggest inspiration in terms of fragrance was my mom. I actually bought every fragrance my mom was wearing when I was a child. Yeah, I did. So I guess I did in a way. She was wearing a lot these ones, like Nuxe Prodigieux Le Parfum. This is like a very sunscreen, tropical mood. You know, you wear that, you feel like you're on holiday, but posh holidays. Oh, my dad was gifting her like coffret of that fragrance, and I was looking like, and I was like, don't worry, in a few years I'm gonna be rich and I'm gonna buy all of them. And now I'm 30 years old, I'm still not rich, but I've got them. Babydol YSL, it's a pineapple scent, very fruity, very fresh. I don't wear that a lot because it's very discontinued, and I struggle on eBay to find a bottle of this very specific smell that is for me amazing. For fruity lovers, it's great. It marked my life so much that I can remember me being like a 6-7 years old, grabbing the fragrance and be like, She was also wearing Terre d'Hermès. I bought Terre d'Hermès for me, not for guys. I think on women it's very sophisticated. An orange vetiver, dry woods kind of smell. It's so beautiful. Hints of pepper. Chef's kiss. She was wearing Kelly Calèche Hermès also, so I bought it after remembering she was wearing that. She doesn't even remember she bought it. One time when I got back to France, I was wearing that, and she was like, oh, I gave it to her. I was like, look, I bought this after you. She was like, I didn't have that. I'm like, yes, you did. Like, I remember a huge bottle of it, and she can't remember. I was like, yes, you did. Oh my god. Anyway, so it's a leather fruity smell. It's amazing if you want to smell serious for office, but you want a great fresh scent with some charisma. The leather does it for you. Voilà guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if you bought a fragrance after someone, when you smell it on someone, or the contrary, well, the fragrance. It's a very complicated sentence. I'm gonna stop repeating it. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and if you hit the like button and leave a little comment, know that it's a huge support. I want to give a massive thank you to the latest super thanks. Thank you so much. This is so sweet of you. I don't ask you to do that. You don't have to do it, and if you do it, know that you're there. Yeah, it's there. We'll see you tomorrow for another video, which is going to be a video on a full brand review I'm collaborating with. So I can't wait to talk about this to you. See you soon.
Je t'emmène dans mon paradis bleu.